Now on Sunrise, NBA All-Star Weekend is officially here.
And we are making sure you're ready for all of it. From the intersection at Circle Center Mall to pop-up shops across the city.
We've got everything you need to know as you head down to take part in the action.
The snow is out, and now we're talking colder temperatures to get your All-Star Weekend underway. The return of sunshine, though, we'll be talking about improvements in the forecast.
NBA All-Star Saturday night on this awesome LED floor at Lucas Oil Stadium. I'm Rich and I will preview the Pacers involved in the activities tonight and what's going on in Indianapolis on this All-Star Weekend.
And we're here this morning at the NBA All-Star Mascot Breakfast. Here in a few minutes, see what special guests will be making an appearance.
And 13 News is your home for everything All-Star.
We're taking you across downtown Indy as the biggest stars in basketball and more than 100,000 guests come together, all for the love of the game.
So get ready to hit the hardwood. 13 Sunrise starts right now.
Oh, we are pumped. Good morning and welcome to 13 Sunrise. It is 9 o'clock on your Saturday. I'm Gina Galeros here with Matthew and Lindsay. We have a massive weekend for Indy in store. So much to do, so much to get to. The snow on the ground for it, not ideal for all of our visitors.
Yeah, it's not. You know, it really kind of impacted some things yesterday, but we're not going to let it stop our fun today.
No, we're going to actually do the opposite. We're going to make it better, and that's already starting across the state. I wanted to take you outside because we are seeing some sunshine return, combination of this sun and hopefully some salt that's been laid down on our roadways will help to clear everything out and make for some smoother travel today. Here's a live look where we had a big backup coming down I-65 on the northwest side. That has since cleared. Traffic still moving at a slower than normal pace, which is good. We want everyone to take their time, get to where they're going safely. But look at that sun. Really excited to see that, and that's going to be the trend for us here in downtown as well. We currently have a temperature of 14, still seeing a few flurries flying around. This is just a few miles south of that camera I just showed you. This is downtown near the North Split, looking at that eastern horizon. Cloud cover will linger across the eastern side of the state, but everyone else, we're starting to see that clearing already take place. And you'll notice that a little colder where the sky has been clear so far. Lafayette is at 11. You were at 9 last hour, so starting to improve those conditions a little bit here. As we sit at 14 here in the city, it feels more like 2 below. That wind chill is no joke. We've got a strong northwest wind for today, and that will keep that wind chill value at its peak about 14 as we approach 25 for a forecast high today. Some lingering clouds this morning. That'll make way for some sunshine this afternoon. We'll talk about some even warmer temperatures headed our way for Sunday in the full forecast.
Tonight is the NBA All-Star Saturday night. That includes the dunk contest and the three-point challenge.
Yeah, it's all happening tonight at Lucas Oil Stadium, and that's where our Rich Nye is right now. Good morning, Rich. We're all excited for this.
This new crazy court. First time we've ever had this high-tech court. This is not hardwood, folks. This is a glass court, LED lighted, and they can light it up in so many different ways. It's really unique to feel. It's got a textured surface, so you don't have, you know, the slip and slide that you might have of or you would think of with glass. And I talked with Carlton Myers from the NBA just a few minutes ago about what this court's like. So, Carlton, tell me about this unique court we're playing on.
It's an LED court. It's the first time that we're playing live events on LED court for the NBA. There's a lot that you can do with this court. It's incredible. Just imagine anything that you see on a television screen, you can put on this court. The NBA decided to go with this year because of the technology of the surface. The company that makes the court is ASB Glass Floor. They've created the surface in a way that makes it safe enough to play on, gives it the same kind of grip as a wood floor. It's incredible.
Is this the future? Can you imagine all games being played on something like this in the future?
I have a big imagination, so yes, I can imagine all games being played on it. Maybe not the near future, but I think down the line, that's the route, that's the direction that we'd be going in, yeah, for sure.
Basketball is supposed to be played on hardwood, but this is actually technically glass?
It is glass, yes. It's glass, but it has a raised bump surface on it that gives it the grip just like a hardwood floor.
And tonight we're going to see lighted up so many different ways. What are some of the unique things we might expect to see?
What we're able to do with this court is we can flavor it to kind of anything that we're doing. So the competitions that you'll see tonight, the court will look different for every single competition. So imagine the partners' colors. So for Starry three-point contest, it's going to be green. For the AT&T Slam Dunk, it's going to be blue. And for the Kia Skills Challenge, it's going to be black and white, and have a completely different design for each one of those, as well as incorporating stats and other information, embellishments on when things happen on the court. It's pretty fantastic.
It is fantastic. Back here live at Lucas Oil Stadium, getting a look at this LED lighted court being used on All-Star Saturday night. In fact, it was debuted last night as part of the celebrity game. You may have watched some of that, and it was wild. You could see them having flames actually following players as they drove down to the court and to the basket. I'm looking forward to seeing this tonight. We're going to see Tyrese Halliburton in the three-point contest. He'll be competing along with his teammates Miles Turner and Ben Mathurin in the skills competition. And of course, we've got the dunk contest here tonight as well.
Oh, how cool. Rich Nye live on the court at Lucas Oil. We'll talk to you soon. Just the sky is the limit, right?
My
With that
goodness.
court?
Certainly. I cannot wait. I'm excited for that. And hey, there's so much more fun happening across Indy, even if you can't make it to Lucas Oil Stadium tonight.
Yeah, there are events like the intersection at Circle Center Mall and NBA crossover at the Indiana Convention Center. And that's where we find our Anna Chalker. She's at the Convention Center right now at the mascot breakfast. Anna, have you made any fuzzy friends?
I have, and hey, we're going to meet him right now. This is Slamson. He's with the Kings. You came a long way. How's it going this morning? Great. Yeah. And how are we feeling about this breakfast? You got your food in, you ready to go? Are you ready to win some trivia this morning? And what's your plan for the rest of the day? What are we going to be doing the rest of the day? You've got a good plan ahead of you. It's going to be a long day. We got to make sure we're energized, got some breakfast. We're hanging out with kids and families this morning here. Slamson's making sure that if you are with the NBA experience and have this package, you can come out and get some breakfast and have a good time this morning. And hey, party is just starting here this morning.
All right, thank you, Anna. You know, sometimes less is more, right? With that mascot, we know what he was saying. We'll talk to you later, Anna. Thank you so much.
All right, lots happening here, including the HBCU Classic that's happening this afternoon over at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. It's all part of All-Star Weekend. Virginia Union University will take on Winston-Salem State University. Now, this is the third time the NBA has hosted the event, and it's giving these schools a big opportunity. Both universities will be getting $100,000 from the NBA as the league highlights diversity. Tip-off is this afternoon at 2 o'clock, and it's going to be a full house because tickets are already sold out.
We have everything you need to know, from a schedule of events to downtown road closures and much more at WTHR.com/All-Star-Game.
And if you're heading downtown today, be sure to take your time because the roads are going to be slick. The Indy Department of Public Works says work will continue today as they try to keep the roads safe. The city tells 13 News that no NBA All-Star events are affected by this snowfall. Instead, they're focusing on making sure downtown is safe for those walking downtown today. As for drivers, organizers want you to be planned ahead, well ahead of time, as well as taking your time when you're hitting the road.
Kind of as we keep going through that, the major thing is safety. We want people to be very, very careful. It's the same thing we message with all of our winter weather events. Make sure if you're traveling either downtown or anywhere across the county that you're giving yourself some extra time, extra space. We want to make sure that everyone gets home safe tonight.
Yeah, great advice right there. And as we deal with dropping temperatures today, crews tell us they will still be out treating the roads to prevent refreezing.
Well, we're all thinking about All-Star Weekend, but Indy 500 is right around the corner. You wouldn't know it this morning, but the countdown to the month of May is on. Much more ahead on 13 Sunrise. All eyes eyes are on All-Star Weekend here in Indy right now, but one other major event is getting closer and closer.
Yeah, the Indy 500 is now less than 100 days away. The 108th running of the 500 will be on May 26th at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. IMS officials tell us they'll have a special announcement about Carb Day coming real soon. And 13 News will be your home for the entire month of May.
Oh, that green grass, doesn't that look so nice? Right now we're dealing with some snow. Lindsay, how are the roads looking as so many folks are getting out and about for those NBA All-Star activities?
Yeah, we've got a brief burst of snow that has returned to parts of the metro, but it's quickly moving southeast. Look at these flurries. I-70 on the east side. Hey, the sun is out, though, on the west side. We're going to be talking about clearing skies for today.
Welcome back to 13 Sunrise. The father of a Georgia district attorney is testifying in his daughter's defense.
Yeah, Fannie Willis is accused of having an unethical relationship with the lead prosecutor on former President Donald Trump's election subversion case in Georgia. Defendants in the case claim Willis's relationship with Nathan Wade started before he was appointed to the case. They want the whole case tossed out. But Willis argues it started after the case, and her father agreed. Now the judge has to decide if Willis will be allowed to remain on the case.
Well, what's at stake is that I'm pretty sure that if the DA is disqualified, I think the case is pretty much dead in the water, because the chances that any new DA is going to be appointed to the case before the election is almost nil.
Now, the judge will issue a ruling when the hearing continues on Tuesday.
West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin says he will not run for president this year. Manchin took part in a national listening tour this year. He considered whether he should join the race as an independent third party. Instead, he says he'll promote a new group called Americans Together, which promotes moderate political policies.
Well, hey, do you go to the doctor? You go to the doctor when you feel well, but when you don't feel well, but do you go when you feel fine?
Yeah, so when you feel fine, I would venture to say that most people don't go to the doctor, right? Well, seeing a doctor when you're healthy can actually help keep you that way. Dr. Matthew Goldman says your doctor can help maintain wellness, manage chronic conditions, and foster a holistic approach to caring for your health in the long term.
They can help create personalized care on your preferences and your health history.
Good to see you.
Routine exam is recommended each year to check your overall well-being. You can prepare by bringing things like results from prior tests and knowing your measurements like blood pressure or blood sugar readings. Tens of thousands of people are in town for NBA All-Star Weekend, and there's one special spot where you can celebrate a piece of an Indy staple. We'll show you where to grab some St. Elmo's merchandise today. St. Elmo's Steakhouse is an Indianapolis staple.
Yeah, and they're actually partnering with a special company to make sure NBA All-Star visitors can take home a piece of Indiana. Our Samantha Johnston stopped by to check it out.
All right, so we've been talking about all the swag you can find downtown this week, right? But I have got to tell you about this collaboration, because take a look on the side. St. Elmo's. Are you kidding? This is such a cool collaboration with lids. So I want to say hello to Erica. You guys have this really cool pop-up shop, right? Tell us a little bit about this space and about this collaboration.
Yeah, so we are right here in the heart of downtown. We have multiple collaborations with Ebbetsfield Flannel, St. Elmo's, Midwest Kids, and many more to speak of. St. Elmo's is the heart of Indianapolis. If you know Indy, most people come here when they travel here, so it was a no-brainer for us to partner with them and make some awesome merchandise.
And tell us kind of what options we have, because there are several items here too.
Yes, there is headwear, of course, lids. There's some apparel, shorts, hoodies, and then some hat pins that feature the St. Elmo's cocktail sauce bottle, nice. Shrimp cocktail in the bowl. Yeah, it's a great collaboration. We've had a lot of fun partnering with them.
All right, so while you're out shopping around this weekend, stop by. We're close to the corner of Meridian and Maryland. You can't miss some homegrown basketball. Come get yourself a St. Elmo's lid.
All right,
yeah.
thanks, Sam. Yeah, and the shop actually opens in just over half an hour at 10, and it'll stay open until 10 tonight.
Yeah, and then go to St. Elmo's and get you some cocktail sauce. Keep you warm this morning.
Oh, you got that right. What a good idea. It's going to be a cold one today. Now, the snow, it's almost done, I promise. Right. A little bit of light snow action has redeveloped over on the city's east side. Here's a look at I-70, 465. This will clear out, though. Promise you that. We've got some sunshine that's already starting to build into the city. We'll be cold today, but warmer tomorrow. We'll break down your All-Star Weekend forecast coming up.
Plus, we've got a recap of the Rising Stars game last night at Gamebridge Fieldhouse. We'll show you how one Pacers player got some special honors.
It's a big fella right there.
Well, today the NBA crossover continues at the Indiana Convention Center, but it's not the only All-Star event happening there today.
Anna Chalker is at the Convention Center making some furry friends at the mascot breakfast. Good morning, Anna.
Good morning, Matthew and Gina. Yeah, we are about to have a dance competition here up on the stage. We've got some well-known mascots up here. We also have NBA legend Bill Walton here this morning with us. People have been out here eating their breakfast, doing dance challenges, really having the time of their life here this morning. This is through the NBA Experience packages. This is the mascot breakfast. We still have a few hours to go with this. It's really about to be a fun morning throughout the rest of the day. And hey, it's a good way to stay inside, stay warm here. And these families really having the best time of their life this morning. But I'm going to send it over to Rich Nye. Rich, how's it looking in your neck of the woods?
Anna, we're at Lucas Oil Stadium. Of course, this is where all the big events take place tonight. We're talking about the slam dunk contest, the skills competition, the three-point contest, and there's all kinds of other activities going on as part of All-Star Saturday Night. And it all happens on this LED lighted court that will be lit up a million different ways and have all kinds of unique features for tonight's competition. You may have seen it debuted last night in the celebrity basketball game. Now, back in 1985, the slam dunk contest was on the hardwood at Market Square Arena. Yes, a building that no longer stands. That contest came down to Dominique Wilkins and Michael Jordan. And Dominique Wilkins of the Atlanta Hawks won that dunk contest, and it set up a competition where they had meets in the finals for the next few years. But that contest was filled with lots of high-flying stars like Larry Nance. Dr. J was in that contest. And the Pacers had their own representative, Terrence Stansberry, who did quite well, and many thought he should have made it to the finals that year. I caught up with Dominique yesterday.
1985 was my first win in the slam dunk contest. It was right here in Indianapolis. So Indianapolis and I have a few long-term ties.
Everybody was in that contest. Dr. J was in that contest.
A lot of people were in there. A lot of great high flyers was in that contest. So for me to compete with the greatest athletes in the league at that time it was challenging for one, but it was a great experience.
And Dominique Wilkins will be a judge for the slam dunk contest tonight here at Lucas Oil Stadium as we come back live and take a look at this LED lighted court. It's a glass court, but when you feel it, it has a very, I'm going to call it kind of plastic feel to it, plexiglass, and it's got a ridged textured surface so that your sneakers definitely don't slip and slide like they would definitely on glass. It's all here tonight, Lucas Oil Stadium, All-Star Saturday Night. We've got Tyrese Halliburton from the Pacers in the three-point contest. Halliburton will be in the skills competition with his teammates Miles Turner and Ben Mathurin. So the Pacers continue their heavy representation on this All-Star weekend. Matthew and Gina, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Rich, before we let you go, one quick question. We know you spoke with some NBA officials this morning. Did they talk anything about some of the lighting, maybe interfering with the players while they're on the court playing?
They didn't mention that. I was kind of curious about that, too, if that was any kind of distraction with if the lights change, during a moment of action. It'll be very interesting to see how they do that and if it is a distraction at all. One thing I was thinking about, Matthew, is, okay, here's the sideline, right? So in the future, if you're using a court like this, I can imagine, these replay reviews that they would know precisely whether someone had stepped out of bounds by using the light and the technology technology for things like that. I think it has incredible applications for the future of the game.
Yeah, well said, Rich.
That's a good point. Thanks so much, Rich, reporting live for us on the court at Lucas Oil.
Yeah,
just wild what the future could hold for that court. And it's so interesting, too, to take a look back to 85.
Yeah.
What an interesting look back. Rich, just a wealth of knowledge for us.
Oh, yeah.
So we appreciate him making a special appearance for us on 13 Sunrise.
That's right. And there's so much happening across Indy over these, this All-Star weekend. More than 120,000 visitors in town for the special event.
Yeah, and after recent national events, city officials say keeping everyone safe is a top priority. So there will be hundreds of police officers, firefighters, even civilian ambassadors on foot patrol. They'll monitor crowds, traffic, and crime. Deputy fire marshals even checking capacity at all of those pop-up parties. But technology is really going to serve as the biggest security element, with hundreds of cameras and drones as eyes in the sky.
The use of drones is a new bit of technology, and a number of public safety cameras that we've invested in. We'll have more people in our real-time center monitoring more cameras than ever, thanks to a partnership with the Pacers. We now have remote access to external cameras here at the field house that'll help us give us an idea of what's going on.
There is another new element for All-Star Weekend, a mass notification system sent straight to your phone. So you can sign up for these text alerts, and then they'll text you any important public safety messages that might come through related to any of these events. We have the details on WTHR.com.
Yeah, that's really going to come in handy, of course, with so many events happening across Indianapolis this weekend for basketball fans to enjoy. And one of those are right in the heart of downtown at the Circle Center Mall.
Yeah, it's called the Intersection. Logan Gay stopped by to talk to fans taking it all in.
Hoosiers say a little snow and cold weather is not stopping anyone from enjoying All-Star Weekend.
It's beautiful, man. This city's been waiting for this for a long time to really have that type of aura around the city with the NBA and All-Star team here this weekend.
To escape the frigid temperatures, many fans decided to check out the Intersection inside the Circle Center Mall.
Indy's the perfect convention city because all of the buildings are connected. Circle City's connected to a lot of the hotels, it's connected to the convention center, and being able to kind of just stay indoors and, kind of migrate through the entire system, like locally downtown, is amazing.
Shoppers browse through several pop-up shops to buy new gear before the big events this weekend.
It's good to see Circle City back in, its prominent state, the state that it should be in. It's also good to see a lot of the local brands out here.
It's looking like it's revitalized, like the way the stores are looking and everything. It just crossed my mind, how long is it going to last? I want all these to stay up, stay sustained.
An idea many local businesses here can get behind. All-Star Weekend has been a breath of fresh air for many business owners.
It means growth. A lot of people don't see this level of traffic in the different areas of the city that they're in. So it just means growth, and I think it's a beautiful thing for the city.
And with so many events still to come, this experience has Hoosiers feeling one thing.
Proud to be a Hoosier, proud to be from here, proud to be proud to be from here representing and everything, showing people what our culture is about and everything, and really representing for the basketball fans and just 317 in general.
In Indianapolis, Logan Gay, 13 News.
The Intersection at Circle Center Mall extended its hours this weekend, so it's open each day, 8 a.m. to midnight. We've got everything you need to know about All-Star Weekend at WTHR.com/All-Star Game, and our live coverage continues through the day. Good morning, Lindsay.
All right, Gina, we are talking about a clearing sky. Some of us still seeing a few flurries, especially over in Hancock County and over toward Connorsville, but check it out. Skies are clearing here in Indy. We're at 14, and we've got sunshine from Tipton over to Crawfordsville. That's in our near future. We'll be talking about a chilly but sunny All-Star Weekend here in Indy.
Plus, we got an update on the I-69 project, when you can expect construction to end. That's still ahead.
9:43. Welcome back to 13 Sunrise. We have some updates this morning. The I-69 finish line project. So the good news, the finish line is around the corner.
Yeah, but the bad news is it means one more year of construction. Our Marion County reporter Lauren Kostick tells us, or explains to us, the final hurdles.
The finish line for this massive project is right over here, 465 in Indianapolis. And the deadline to get this all done is by the end of the year. The final 26 miles from Martinsville to Indianapolis is almost complete. Over the next year, crews plan to open the final section of the state's newest interstate, I-69.
The I-69 corridor has been years in the making, decades of planning, coordination along the entire corridor from Evansville up to Indianapolis.
This year is the final lap. Crews will finish the interchange that connects I-69 to 465, along with interchanges at Southport Road and Harding Street. Plus, there is I-69 pavement work to do, final touches on new 465 lanes, and a new bridge over the White River. The corridor will also include new noise barriers, landscaping, and enhanced lighting.
Lots of progress along the way over the last 4 years or so, and we're excited to reach the finish line.
Of course, this year will be filled with a lot of different closures and lane changes, so we have a map right now to get you prepared on our website at WTHR.com. In Indianapolis, Lauren Kostick, 13 News.
Well, hey, all eyes are on All-Star Weekend here in Indy.
But here are a couple of other local events happening today. The 7th annual Frigid Digits Beer Fest returns today. More than 30 local breweries will be there to let you sample a wide variety of beers. This event is outdoors, so you'll want to dress warm. It is happening this afternoon from 1 to 5 at Center Point Brewing. That's on Brookside Avenue. Tickets are available at the door.
And GeoFest returns to the Indiana State Museum today. This event teaches kids all about fossils and rocks, as well as making lessons fun. There's hands-on events and activities, as well as vendors and much more. It's included with museum admission. As you can also stay warm. You can check it out today from 10 to 5. And stick around, there are plenty of NBA All-Star events happening today. We have a quick roundup for you ahead when we get back. Welcome back, everyone. We have you covered with a lot of All-Star events happening today right here on 13 Sunrise. From the NBA crossover to All-Star Saturday night.
We have to say something about our jerseys, our quick change here, Matthew. We had to get in the spirit, right? Here are some other events to keep in mind. The Heartland Film Festival and RTG Features are joining together for the Slam Film Festival. It focuses on screenings of beloved basketball movies. Screenings start at 10 o'clock this morning, so just in a few minutes at the Living Room Theaters downtown.
And the Hilbert Circle Theater will be hosting the Hennessy Arena today. This is a 21 and over event with a full basketball court on stage. It's open to the public this afternoon from 2 to 6.
And tonight, Newfields and Indy native George Hill will host the All-Starry Night Party. This event features music, dancing, food, and an open bar. There are still tickets available. All-Starry Night begins tonight at 9. We have all those events listed for you right now on WTHR.com/All-Star Game. Our live coverage continues at 6 o'clock this evening right here on 13 News.
That's right. So I'm excited for a great weekend.
Looking good in your
I know, I love this.
Matching your tie.
That's right. Now, LeBron James jersey, one of the players in the All-Star game. So
that's right. We're wearing former All-Star players, former Pacers players. I'm wearing Mark Jackson, and you've got Chris Mullin.
Back in '97.
The late '90s. We're looking retro, looking good. It's going to look good downtown later today. Cold, a few flurries out there for now. We will recover back to the low to mid 20s for highs today. Going to be a sunny sky. Even better for tomorrow for the actual All-Star game. We're talking 39 sunshine on Sunday here in Indy.
Yeah, getting that snow out of the way. Thank you, Lindsay, and thank you for joining us.
That's right. All-Star team coverage continues tonight at 6. Enjoy it, everyone.